racing. So You Think jumped well. Trusting bombed the start on the inside. Wall Street a bit slow to move also, and More Joyous pinged out immediately and she found the lead. More Joyous in front. So You Think a length and a half second at the judge. Luniet Forever third the inside, zipping a neck fourth. 2 lengths RV Ennis, Wall Street the rail, then Captain Sonador. Shootout third last from Who Be Got You, and Trusting last of all. So More Joyous had the lead. Out to the 1600 metres, she's a length in front. So You Think is second. He lobbed along beautifully early. Luniet Forever, the Macau champion, third the rail. Zipping fourth the outside. Wall Street's got up fifth on the fence from RV Ennis. Then Shootout, followed by Captain Sonador. 2 lengths away, Who Be Got You, and Trusting on the rail. More Joyous takes the field out to the 1200 metres turn. A length and a half clear. So You Think second. Luniet Forever, the rails third. 1.5 to Zipping, right on the back of So You Think. Wall Street's on the rails, followed by RV Ennis, and then came Shootout, Captain Sonador. Who Be Got You, patiently ridden with Trusting on his inside. More Joyous, 1,000 metres to go. 2 lengths in front. So You Think doing everything right at the moment. Second, a length and a half. Luniet Forever. A half zipping, a length and a half. Wall Street, RV Ennis. 2 lengths away, then came Shootout from Captain Sonador as they go around the 800 turn. Trusting the rail, and Who Be Got You last of all. More Joyous the leader. The spark's about to fly in the Cox Plate now. Zipping's pulled out. So You Think went up and levelled with More Joyous up the side. He's taken the lead at the 600. So You Think by a neck to More Joyous. Zipping right there third, but under extreme pressure. Then RV Ennis, followed by Shootout, Captain Sonador. Who Be Got You still a long way back. Around the turn, So You Think by a length. More Joyous is trying her heart out, but she can't go with him. Then came zipping RV Ennis, Shootout, Who Be Got You. So You Think with a big lead around the turn, 3 in front from More Joyous. Zipping, Who Be Got You flashing home on the outside, but So You Think is 3 in front. Who Be Got You ran to second from Zipping, but So You Think wins his second. So You Think first.
Well, that's what we came to see. Hail the new king. He's the best we've seen since Kingston Town, without doubt.
Installed and away they go. And on the outside, So You Think bounced away smartly. Windsor Palace towards the inside of Campanologist to break up a few lengths to Famous Name. And Midmont Lady settles in the back marker of the 5. And now Windsor Palace on the inside. Joseph O'Brien just takes over the lead from So You Think. Ryan Moore racing second, a couple of lengths to Campanologist, and Frankie Dettori in third. Famous Name and Pat Smullen 4, with Midmont Lady, Fran Berry, the back marker of the 5. They're making the way on up now towards the mile mark, and it's Windsor Palace by 2 lengths. So You Think second. Campanologist is third, and fourth place Famous Name. Couple of lengths to Midmont Lady, the back marker of the quintet. They race now to the 7 and begin to climb up towards the top of the hill. Windsor Palace in the lead, So You Think second, Campanologist followed by Famous Name and Midmont Lady as they climb now to the top of the track and shortly begin to make the descent across for the approach to the turn in. In front, Windsor Palace by 2 lengths. So You Think is racing in second place, being followed in third by Campanologist with Famous Name 4, Midmont Lady 5. Passing the 5 and making the descent down to the turn into the straight, Windsor Palace by 2.5. So You Think similar margin in front of Campanologist, and then Famous Name and Midmont Lady. Passing the 4 mark and making the approach to the turn in front Windsor Palace from So You Think in second, third Campanologist, followed by Famous Name and Midmont Lady. On the approach to the turn in, Windsor Palace, So You Think on the outside, Campanologist, Famous Name just in behind the trio with Midmont Lady as they straighten up now and race with the last 2.5 furlongs ahead of them. And So You Think hits the front from Campanologist, then Famous Name in third, racing down now towards the final furlong. And So You Think and Ryan Moore go on a couple of lengths in front of Campanologist and Famous Name as they race inside the final furlong. It's So You Think who's out 4 lengths in front of Campanologist and running up towards the finish. It's 2 out of 2 for So You Think, who's coming home the clear-cut winner of the Tattersalls Gold Cup for Ryan Moore.
The Coral Eclipse Stakes, and they're racing. And we're looking to see Confront take over the running, and he does so up the inside in the noseband, followed by stable companion Workforce in second place. So You Think getting a sighter of Workforce in third. 2 lengths more to Shri Putra, and Snow Fairy is held up at the back of the field. Looks at an honest pace for sure through the first quarter mile, with Confront by about 2 lengths, 2.5 to Workforce in second place. In third is the Aussie champion, So You Think, then Shri Putra, and Snow Fairy and Johnny Murta continuing to look on from last place as they continue down the back straight, and Confront continues to lead the way in the hands of Jimmy Fortune here. From in second, Workforce, the Derby and Arc winner. Then So You Think, back in third place, the purple cap worn by Shamie Heffernan. Up the inside, red sleeves, Snow Fairy, together with Shri Putra, last year's runner-up at the back of the field. They'll soon be swinging right-handed out of the back straight. Confront a little wide, and Workforce has plenty of room up the inside. 2 lengths then to So You Think, getting a nice toe through from the front pair as Workforce just about taking over here. A long way from home, a good half mile from the finish. Workforce, he's going to have to do it the hard way. Confront in second place. So You Think closing up now, will shortly go second. Then Snow Fairy still weighted within up the inside of Shri Putra down the home straight. Workforce with the long run for home, but Ryan Moore hasn't gone for him yet. So You Think with his tongue hanging out in the leader's slipstream from Confront, then Snow Fairy and Shri Putra, and Workforce is beginning to pour it on now. Workforce by 2 lengths chased by So You Think inside the final quarter mile. The crowd are roaring them home. It's Workforce from So You Think. They're clear of Shri Putra. Workforce, a guaranteed stayer. So You Think now looms up on the outside under a hard drive inside the final furlong. So You Think getting to Workforce. So You Think takes over from Workforce, who can't get back at him. And So You Think, the Aussie champion, now a champion round the world.
We have Sterling Outlook, Marcello and Hurricane Ike all very quick now. Smiling Tiger in the red cap. Smiling Tiger gets the lead. Who's Up is right there. One from the rail comes Zip Quick. Only 2 off these leaders. Up alongside is Make Music for Me. Pulling hard as Champagne Doro second last. The favourite Looking at Lucky is last, but no more than 4 lengths would cover the lot. Looking at Lucky now moving through down at the rail. They head to the half-mile pole, and Sterling Outlook, a narrow leader to Smiling Tiger. Marcello on the far side. Looking at Lucky has come all the way through to fourth, only 2 lengths off the leaders. Zip Quick is in there. Who's Up been pushed along between runners. On the far side we have Hurricane Ike. Then it's Champagne Doro and Make Music for Me, 5 off the leaders. Coming to the quarter pole in the futurity now, and Smiling Tiger leads at a half a length. Sterling Outlook right there second. Then comes Zip Quick down at the rail. Looking at Lucky has 3 lengths to make up. Then it's Marcello. Heads the turn for home now, and Smiling Tiger goes on with it. Smiling Tiger's game on the lead. Looking at Lucky now, needs room to come and tackle him. Has room now. Looking at Lucky. Coming with the late runners, Make Music for Me, and on the extreme outside, Hurricane Ike late, but Looking at Lucky burst to the front, and Looking at Lucky and Garrett Gomez have won the Del Mar Futurity. And away they go. All appear to come away well. Sterling Outlook from the inside gate sprints away to lead them early. Gallant Gent is going to put pressure on him. Alfarabi third. Looking at Lucky came away beautifully and tucks into the 4th position. Young Man Scott is up alongside of that. Came Abroad in the goal, 5 off them. They're going a fast pace out on the lead. Down at the rail we have Lucky Rave in the red cap, in followed by Polshan, who's 8 lengths off the leaders. In behind that we have Seattle Ruler, who's taken back to be third last. Then it's John Scott, and Dave in Dixie is last, a good 13 off the leaders. Onto the backstretch they go, and Sterling Outlook at a good pace has strung this field out. Now coming to take him on is Gallant Gent in the second spot. Alfarabi's right there third. Now we have Looking at Lucky. He's going to have to go a little wide, but he's right there in fourth. Down at the rail is Lucky Rave. Came Abroad, having to be pushed along a little to keep up. Young Man Scott is in the white, 7 lengths off the leaders. Polshan has dropped down onto the rail, been followed then by Seattle Ruler. And still at the back, John Scott and Dave in Dixie, 10 off the leader. Past the 3/8 they go now, and Sterling Outlook kicks on for home. Sterling Outlook a length to Gallant Gent. Alpha Robbie's in third. At the rail, Lucky Rave. Looking at Lucky now starts his run. And looking at Lucky, and the red colours now come in to tackle the leaders. Young Man Scott is behind that. Pulsion is running on late as well. They come to the top of the lane, and looking at Lucky strikes the front in the Norfolk and kicks for home. Looking at Lucky in full flight for the wire. Young Man Scott is running on late. Gallant Gent starts to come back at the rail. Pulsion is running on late. Looking at Lucky now, desperate to hold on, but he's doing so tenaciously. And looking at Lucky, all half has won the Norfolk. Pulsion was second.
Looking at Lucky broke well, but now the program and Brady Blue Eyes show more speed. Looking at Lucky is third at the rail. Then comes Marcello. Noble's Promise is 5 deep at the clubhouse turn, and so is Seattle Ruler, who's trying to take back and drop over, and he will. The trailer is Make Music for Me, and a contested first quarter of a mile set by the program. The program is first with Noble's Promise now to clear into second, and Noble's Promise is on the move. Looking at Luggy is tugging at Garrett Gomez. Wants to go at the rail, and Garrett's got a handful just a length behind stablemate the program. Brady Blue Eyes is next with Marcello 3 deep, the top 5 separated by 2.5 lengths. Then comes Seattle Ruler. He's settled down now, second to last, but only 4 off the lead. And the maiden Make Music for Me is the trailer as they head midway on the backstretch. In the 29th, Cash Call Futurity, and the program has the lead, but he's about to be confronted by Looking at Lucky, who moves through at the half-mile pole. The program leads it just by a head. Looking at Lucky is second by a length and a quarter. Noble's Promise going to be 3 deep, but he's only a length from the lead now. To the outside, Marcello. At the rail, Brady Blue Eyes. He's 5th and 2.5 from the front. Seattle Ruler now has 4 to come. Make Music for Me is still the trailer, and they run to the quarter pole. The program and Looking at Lucky 1-2. Noble's Promise has a good chance. He's only a length from the lead. Long shot Brady Blue Eyes has 2 to make up, and they run to the top of the stretch. Looking at Lucky and the program 1-2, and Looking at Lucky has taken over the lead. The program is still second. Noble's Promise and Make Music for Me and Looking at Lucky suddenly opens up 2.5. Noble's Promise and the program battle for second. Looking at Lucky, Noble's Promise, Looking at Lucky.
And they're off. In the 135th Preakness, Dublin breaks a bit outward at the start. Jackson Ben and Super Saver going right to the front with First Dude to join, showing pace on the outside, and Cara Cortado is next. Followed up by You Want It Twist, who's going to be off the pace today. Patio Prado is 3 deep past the line there. Followed by Looking at Lucky, who's positioned in between horses, just 5 lengths off the lead of First Dude. Schoolyard Dreams and Northern Giant are next. Pleasant Prince and Aconite, and Dublin is last of the dozen around the first turn with 7/8 of a mile to go. First Dude, 22 and 4 for the opening quarter. Super Saver sails along in the second spot. Jackson Ben right up close at the rail in third. Cara Cortado is in fourth. You Want to Twist is fifth. Looking at Lucky with an unencumbered run, racing on the outside. Looking at Lucky is now fifth, racing in the clear. Followed up by Schoolyard Dreams, Patio Prado, ridden on the outside of Northern Giant, who's third, fourth to last. Followed up by Pleasant Prince, who's next, and Aconite. And Dublin trailing the field, 46 and 2/5 seconds. Solid pace here in the Preakness, half mile left to go. First Dude, Super Saver there in second. Jackson Ben and Cara Cortado, the Californian, in between horses. Looking at Lucky is looming, and looming large on the far outside as they move past the 3/8 pole. Here's Looking at Lucky and Cara Cortado. Super Saver battling along between horses. First Dude, Jackson Ben fighting it out there to the inside, looking for a pinhole to run through. Jackson Ben to the inside, they're at the top of the stretch. Looking at Lucky, First Dude, Cara Cortado is next. On the far outside there is You Want to Twist, looking to pull a big upset. And also Jackson Ben closing relentlessly in between horses. Jackson Ben looking at Lucky, First Dude, and You Want to Twist on the outside. You're looking at Lucky! You're looking at Lucky in the Preakness to win it by a half length.